Hello everyone, and welcome to the Little Blue Fly. It has been a moment since I have placed up a video, and the last time I spoke with you all, I was just letting you know how, I've been out thrifting and going on different adventures and just enjoying my fall season, because I felt like I deserved it, right? We all need to make sure to take that special time for ourselves. So then when I was getting ready to come back, you probably hear it in my voice. I truly got sick. I don't know what it was. All I do know is that the cough has been coming from my soul. Okay, very, very deep cough, very upper respiratory, groggy, all that stuff. But so anyways, I'm on the tail end of it. I'm on the mend, and I am so ready to start decorating. I cannot even begin to tell you how ready I am. I have many new vintage treasures that I will be sharing this season. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so we are here in the living room, and everything is down, and huge changes are going to be taking place here on this wall. I decided I wanted to go ahead and make a mood wall. So since we have been here for the past couple years, yes, we have made some changes, but I need more color change in my life. So that is what I'm going to be doing on this wall. I get many questions. What do I use to hang my heavy pieces? Right here. These hooks are called Hellman hooks, Helmann, I believe. We do purchase these on Amazon. They're great when you're off just a little bit when you hang something. This gives you a good inch slack to make sure to get that even hang every time. Highly recommend them. Okay, so many of you have seen this fabulous settee that I just purchased off of Facebook Marketplace. I do not know, the rush seat is in perfect condition, and I like how it has the curvature, here down at the bottom, up front. Have the perfect place for it. You will find out where it's going here soon. But I just don't know. Up on the left-hand side, you'll see some light color. I don't know if that is a tacky glue yet. I haven't gotten to that part yet. Or if it's something going on with the wood. If it is, I almost hate to say this, I just might paint this piece. I don't know. I have not decided yet. But this is a wonderful new treasure for inside. Again, I can't tell you what room it's going in, but you'll find out soon. Okay, here is the next vintage piece I will be working with. As you can see, it's on casters. A very old, rich wood, and it is something that I really was needing, and we actually went to Maryland to pick up this piece. So it was a little bit of a road trip and worth every mile. Okay, so right now the color, you'll see the lighting will change. It's one of them funny type of days outside. It quite doesn't know what it wants to do. But these are very rich and deep reds and the taupes and touches of the black. And as you can see, there's a tufting party going on top of this ottoman. Quite a large piece. So large, in fact, that I had to take my rug out, but we'll get to that when we get to decorating, because this piece is a 47 by 47, so it's quite large. And with the rug, that green rug, you know, it had a little bit of a high pile on it, and it was just dark in color. It just really made this room look too small, but I had to have this piece because the other one, the only thing that could basically go on top was our remote control, the gold coffin box. Now, this is definitely going to be more functional. All of us can kick our legs up, and I can still decorate on top of it as well because I'm so limited in areas that I can decorate on and with. And one other thing, I'm sure many of you have already noticed, but it is tapestry, and I love tapestry fabric. This sweet little piece I just thrifted. It couldn't be more perfect here at the cottage, and I truly mean that about this piece. There's so much character. Who says that something has to be large and grand in order for it to have a large voice, right? This little piece absolutely draws attention. Now I can lift up the leaves on both sides if I need to, but I believe it will pretty much stay like this because, again, we are very limited with space. But I like how I can decorate at the bottom of it as well as the top. And again, I'm really loving the wood tone on this. So this piece I absolutely will not be painting. Okay, so now that I got those 3 large pieces out of the way, and let me tell you, I have so many pieces moving around in every room right now because everything has to go to a new area to fit these new pieces, and it's just, I truly am a mess back behind this camera. But here is a very large round brass tray that I actually purchased from the same party, the same day as the ottoman. I love this ring right here to the side. And I just really like all the aged detailing on this tray, but I think what I love the most is that it's quite large and I am going to be able to decorate. And as you can see, okay, this is a large tray, okay? And when I place it on top of this large ottoman, it just sort of swallows it up a bit. So again, you will see how I am about to really transform this room, and it's happening this holiday season. So this is not waiting until after Christmas. It's all taking place right now. Okay, this is, oh my gosh, this screams French country, old world. It is actually hand-forged iron that has been twisted in a wicker to make a wicker basket. And I have 2 of them, a larger and then a smaller one. I really love how the character of these, how it just really swoops down. And the wrought iron, it's I've never have come across anything that looks like this. Now I did look these up on eBay. There is one on eBay and the price is ridiculous. I picked these 2 up for $40. But for those of you that are interested, if you put in like iron twisted handle basket, it'll come up. Now, what do you all think this piece is? It's definitely an antique. It's beyond vintage. The history is that belonged to her grandmother for many years. Then it passed down to her mother and then to her. And she had this gorgeous piece just tucked back in her cottage. Almost in mint condition. It is an antique. I know there's an exact name for it, but it's basically a basket that goes on the staircase. As you can see, there's stories down here. There's aged character. Now, I will not be using this on my staircase because it will really limit the space that my children need to go up and down, well, all of us basically, up and down the staircase safely. But I do have something very creative and fun in mind for this piece. Okay, so this, okay, she's just, I don't even know how to introduce her, but she definitely is a princess of the sea. Absolutely fabulous. French country romantic piece to add inside my home. I love all the different textures and the different shapes of the seashells. And now many of you are going to really start seeing me transform here into a very rich and romantic type of French country decorating. We're just going to take things step by step. But I will always have that old world touch and feel inside me, in my home, because of my sweet, dear mother. Okay, so this next piece was actually garage sale find. And I purchased 3 of them. These little old, they're like sugar, creamers. I'm just going to call them little vessels. They are wonderful to work with, to add in just like little plants. And we will be doing just that this winter season. I'm telling you, we have so much in store. So many different changes are taking place. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about books. Bev loves books, not only to decorate with, but to go on adventures in. I love to read. This one, and I love old books. This one, 1929. So it's almost an antique. And then again, I like to look inside my covers at dates and then also stories, inside that really take me someplace, right, on an adventure. And that's what this book does right here. How many of you remember music class in school? I think many of us do. The music teacher would come in with what resembled like a milk crate at our school. And it was just filled with all the music books, and she would pass them out to all of us. And, many of us children, our siblings were hippies. And so there was always music going on in the house somewhere. So we always would look forward to music days, and also because it took us away from the language arts and the math, and it's just much more fun to sing, right? Okay, so you see the date here, 1916. So we do have an Isabel name on here, but also Betty. This was Betty's book, and Elizabeth's as well. I love writing, and as you can see up at top, I did pay $10 for this book, but the majority of these books, I did only pay $1 for them. And then it looks like they're someone's little brother or sister got a hold of the music book. Did a little bit of drawing on the back. Oh, and then the America song. That was always a nice song to sing in school. Wonderful colors, textures on these books. I so look forward to all of this decorating. I've been so busy cleaning today. Oh my gosh, there's so much grime going on in my house everywhere. Okay, this is another one I had to pick up. It is a Champion spelling book. It's quite old and in great condition for its age. And I did pay $8 for this book. And it's just because this really takes me back to childhood. And I like that feeling. And 1909. So we have an antique right here. And it's in great condition, I think, for its age. And anything that has children on it, I'm pretty much sold. Now, I haven't quite looked into this book as of yet, but I do like the shape and the color. And when my eyes came upon this book, Mother Goose, I knew this was coming home with me. Now, we do have some loose pages on the inside, but all of the illustrations are fabulous inside this little treasure. We do have some pages that have broken off due to the age. And this is a book that Mama sits and Grandma sits and reads. Little fingers cannot turn these pages because they're so fragile. Wonderful, wonderful nursery rhymes. Here, I'll let you see the front a little bit to see if you recognize any in here. There's so many. The Little Bo Peep, Lucy Locket, Little Jack Horner. Definitely a treasure. Again, when I look for books, I also look for colors that are really going to work well with my style that I'm going in my home. I don't know too much about this book as of yet, but I do know that I absolutely loved the color. And this one is also in great shape for its age. Here we have down at the bottom, 1874. That's pretty old, everyone, and in great shape and $1. So here it says Christianity, Science, and Spiritualism. So, I don't know. We'll have to see about this book. Here's another oldie, different shape. And look, the pages are absolutely delicious. We have some separation of the spine a little bit, so we know to take care of this one. And I'm looking through now for a date. It's been a while now. Some of these, there were no dates, but it still worked, for the style of decorating that I am going with. A very old and aged cover. Now this one, if any of you know how to read This text, I would just be so appreciated. I would be so appreciative if you could let me know what this is. Very old, 1884. This is truly a little treasure. $1. Now, inside, I will be sharing here in a moment, there is an image of a man with, it looks like there's some spiritual figures in here, like angels, cherubs. So I'm thinking this is biblically based. So I would just love any information that any of you might have for this book. I love finding out the history on my vintage and antique pieces. That's very important to me as well. Unfortunately, there was no history to be given here. It was just a big open, like thrifting flea market type of sell. So please let me know. Simply delicious. Look at that. Oh, love it. Stuart the Frog is going to love this book, right? So I just placed them, scattered them about on top of the tray. And then I wanted to quickly mention these. It is a stack of Beatrix Potter books, 5 of them. And now these can get quite pricey out there. I was able to pick up this complete set here for $5. I thought huge score, because some of these books just for one go for $20, and these are in great condition. Now it's time to bring in some gold gilding. You know how Bev loves her gold gilding. So I thrifted this piece. It's fabulous. It has aged goodness all over. It just screams French country. All the grapes up at top. I am not even quite sure where this piece is going at on my walls, but I know it's going somewhere. And if I can't figure someplace on the wall, well, then I will just simply tuck it in a basket with some books around it. How about that? But I will be using this piece. Gorgeous detail all over. Okay, these, they're vintage, antique candle holders. And they're perfect because they're just packed with all that soft, romantic French country, the gold gild feel, and they're small. So they really will work because I'm running out of wall space. I'm just not one to use really small pictures, so I'm running out of my walls quickly. But I will have fun decorating with these when I go and start my mood wall here shortly. Now, many of you I wanted to bring up really quick. Well, first here, I would like to share this mailbox. My husband just recently purchased this off of Grandin Road. He said this was originally almost 200, or maybe it was 200, but they were clearancing this for $50. And this really works. It's a nice size for outside because, you know, I have my my magazine subscriptions that come in quite frequently, and this will just work well. But I wanted to share with you all to make sure to go to the Little Blue Fly on Facebook and follow me on that page, and also the Little Blue Fly on Instagram, because I am going to start definitely posting more regularly on those. And I would love for you to come and get some inspiration by different photos I will be sharing, just putting different vignettes together, just switching things about on a daily basis, just to take that special picture. Now this, I believe this is a jam bowl or some sort of relish bowl. It does not have a spoon with it, which is perfectly fine. It has wonderful, delicate detailing all over. It has the aged gold gilding that I love. I purchased that was $3. Score! I was happy. And this piece I'm about to share was right next to the relish. And she just asked $2 for this, and I couldn't pick it up quick enough. When she said $2, my head went left to right like somebody was really going to come and take it. My hands were already on it. But anyhow, it's a sweet little bud vase. And for my last piece, I thought to put just one little bit of Christmas in. My fabulous gold gilded vintage Christmas tree. I am going to have a wonderful time decorating with this throughout the years. Everything's going to be very vintage with touches of new, and it's just, Christmas always comes from the heart. Always. Now, I have my next haul that will be posting. Now I'm going back to posting at least twice a week, if not 3 times a week. So stay tuned. The next haul I will be sharing is all Christmas. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday.